Oh, back to my name is Beast. Today we're back with Kakenuke Seishun Sparking. I'm unable to stop yawning right now, but alas, let's move on with who I currently consider worst girls route. Good job today, Kaido. Sorry to make you go to trouble. It was a couple of days after Hibiki stayed over. I contacted Kaido and met up with her at the academy. Oh, wouldn't say anything happened. Well, more or less. Yeah, that's true. She barges into my house, watches movies, then goes home. I said the same thing, but she didn't want to watch them with her parents. Kata was Hibiki's cousin, so she would have heard about her discord with her parents. Isn't it your turn to pick our next youth collective activity? Now you're holding an Aikido trial lesson, but I'd like to do some training ahead of time. Could whip me into shape and keep it close to your chest. That's not what I meant. Panting explained the meaning of what I'd said while she was seething. Exactly, which is why I'd like your help. Awesome, please, thank you. That's because, well, I don't want to look pathetic. To myself, I guess? I should have the smug look. Nah, it's nothing like that. I was hoping she wouldn't pry. Lightweight course is what I wish I could pick, but the intensive course, please. Yes, I suppose. Please be gentle. Several hours later. At that point, I had no way of knowing I would wind up regretting my decision from the bottom of my heart.
Kakenuke Seishun Sparking!
I'm practically drag making muscles towards the academy. Hibiki had gone a bit ahead of me, but got tired of waiting and looped back around. Considered old man roleplay. Hibiki was cranky today, and that was because... It seemed she had come over to hang out yesterday and the day before it. I had been home since I dropped in to Kaido's place to practice. I have a secret or two of my own. Am I your slave or something? I'm not, and hey, I'm sick of the stereotypical comebacks. Sounds like a line a wife would say if she learns her husband is cheating. Huh?
当然よね。浮気する男に人権なんてないし、どうしてやろうかな。楽しみだな。
Just sees a jesting turn into just a bizarre murder route. Evan was already waiting for us at the meetup spot.
よーす、なに。
おはよう、響。なんでトーノと一緒に来てるの？
一度ユンチに寄ってから来たから。
仲いいわね。
おうよ。でも今日は喧嘩中だけどね。
そうなの？
Kaido quickly looked at me. She's upset because I wasn't home the past 2 days.
それだと私が理不尽に怒ってるみたいじゃない。私が腹立ててるのは、ユウが私に隠し事をしてるからよ。ユウのくせに秘密とかありえないから。
どっちにしろ理不尽じゃない？
Common sense is lost in her, Kaido.
トーノ、あんたも大変ね。
Just fucking realized. You're the only one that gets it, Kaido.
私を差し置いて何二人で分かり合ってるの？
Hibiki turned sulky.
それよりユウ、りっちゃんはどうしたんだ？
そういえば一緒じゃないね。
Hide's feeling a little under the weather, so she's taking the day off.
風邪でもひいたの？
She said her stomach hurts.
変なものでも食ったのかね。
こら、神楽坂。ちょっとは察しなさいよ。
何を？
When the girl said her stomach hurt, it usually meant you know what.
さて、無神経な神楽坂は置いといてそろそろ行こっか。
Good call.
ねえ待って、俺なんか変なこと言った？無神経ってどういうこと？誰か教えてくれよ。
We ignore Shinji and head to Kaido's place.
自宅にこんな道場があるなんてすごいっすね。
Wow, she actually said the word baller.
ひじり、撮影はほどほどにね。どこもわびさび聞いててインスタ映えしまくりじゃないっすか。これは撮らなきゃ損っすよ。
あいつ一体何しに来たんだ？
With phone in hand, Hijiri wandered off to take pictures. Kaido lets leave Hijiri be and gets started without her.
そうね。
何？いつものあれよろしく。
あれはちょっと合気道っぽくないというか。
いいからやるの。
わかったわよ。それじゃあみんな用意はいい？行くよ。風見学園青春スパーキング。
Again, Shinji only becomes energetic during that if it isn't Hibiki leading the chant. So fucking funny to me. So, what are we doing first?
すみません、カイドウ先輩。私、激しく体を動かしたりするのは右に同じく。
大丈夫よ。うちは厳しくないから。この道場では子供相手の合気道教室をやってるの。子供は本格的に合気道を習うというより、運動しながら武道の心構えを学んでもらうのがメインになるわ。
入門編ということですか？
そうよ。怪我をされたら困るからね。あとは女性にいざという時の護身術として合気道を教えたりもしてる。まあ最初に教えるのはどう逃げ切るかなんだけどね。
やっぱり男性には勝てないものなんですか？
小欲大を制すなんて言葉もあるけど、それは理想論だから。相手に捕まりそうになった時、最後の手段としてギリギリ使えるかどうか。合気道に限らず護身術なんてどれもその程度よ。
でもカイドウ先輩なら神楽坂先輩くらい簡単にねじ伏せられるんすよね。
おい、その例えはやめろ。
どうかな。神楽坂が本気で私を押し倒そうとしてきたら五分五分かも。腕力や体重の差はまず超えられないから。
それって俺でもカイドウ先輩を倒せるってこと？
何？やる気なの？
いや絶対やりませんって。
Shinji quickly slunk away.
さてと、それじゃあ始めよっか。最初は経験者の組手を見て合気道の仕組みを理解してもらいます。そしたら一人ずつ私と組手をやって簡単な投げ技を体験してもらって終わり。 そんな感じで行こうと思ってるけど大丈夫そう？
はい、それならできそうです。私もおそらくは。
はい、俺は無理です。組手ってことは至近距離でカイドウ先輩と触れ合うってことですよね。それは嫌だ。だって怖いし。
大丈夫よ。神楽坂は遠野に指導してもらうから。
え、本当に？はい、よかった。
ちょっとナギ、本気で言ってるの？いくらユウが経験者だって言ってもナギの代わりが務まるわけないでしょ。
心配ないよ。意外と筋はいいから。じゃあ遠野、こっちに来て。まずは私と組手。
Alright. Come on, Shinji, you can put up more resistance than that.
なんだこれ、力が入らない。
Shinji should have gotten a hold of my arm, but he bent backwards and completely compromised his stance. And turned his arm around and held it to his chest. After that, all it took was a gentle push to send him falling onto the tatami mat.
すげえ。何をされたのかわからなかった。
Turn your opponent's strength against them, compromise their stance and toss them, that's all there is to it. As long as you memorize the form, anyone can do this much.
マジかよ。合気道って面白いな。でもさ、言うて小学生の頃にちょっとやっただけなんだろ。その割によく覚えてるよな。さすがカイドウ先輩に筋がいいって言われるだけはある。
I guess. I realized then that a rather displeased Hibiki was watching me. What's wrong, Hibiki? You free?
あんた、どうしてそんなに上手なわけ？もしかして私がいない間に通ってたとか？
Nah, I quit almost immediately after you transferred. I had been coming here the last few days now.
おかしい。私の知ってるユウはもっとどんくさかった。
I've grown a lot and I'm taller than you now. I was thinking it might be nice to start up Aikido again. If I got a girlfriend, it would mean I would have a way of protecting her, you know? That was my ultimate goal. I would practice in secret to show Hibiki my cool side. I would get her to understand I was a touch different from who I'd been in elementary school. I was positive that would improve her impression of me. Hibiki, if anything happens to you, I'll protect you. Oh, she's turning red. Perfect. Now let your heart race more for me.
何よ、ユウのくせに生意気よ。生意気。あんたなんか大嫌い。少しガタイが良くなったからって調子に乗らないでよね。あんたなんて私の手にかかれば簡単に倒せるんだから。
Have my plan backfired? No, it is in fact too effective currently. Not showing her my cool side might improve her opinion of me a little. No, she's just pouty because she doesn't like the fact that you're no longer the whippy little kid, and probably hates the fact that she likes that even more.
さあユウ、私と組手よ。
Hey, stop! One of us will get hurt if you lose your temper. Biggie suddenly grabbed my arm.
うっさい、倒れろ。
Huh? Is this your full strength? Biggie twisted my arm to try and topple me, but she was surprisingly weak. Biggie really was a girl, wasn't she?
何をバカにして。こうなったら。
Hey, grabbing clothes is against the rules. She tugged at my clothing and climbed on top of me with her full body weight.
倒したわよ。
What are you doing has nothing to do with Aikido anymore.
バカね。そんなの当たり前でしょ。襲ってきた暴漢に合気道の型にないからなんて言い訳は通じないわ。つまり対応できなかったユウは未熟者ってことよ。
That's true, but this time she put an arm around my neck and took a stance resembling a judo arm lock.
姉ちゃん、俺といいことしようぜ。
Biggie's face was right in front of me. Quit the weird skits and let go.
いやよ。
Oh, Hibiki's sigh hit my face. Crap, I might not be able to fully endure this. Hibiki, time out!
ほらほら姉ちゃん、キスしちゃうぞ。
They're still going along with that gag! Oh, she was really close to my mouth. Wait, are you seriously gonna fuck kiss me?
降参する？
No, never.
かな、負けず嫌いなんだから。
I don't know why, but like I remember this video where I think it was like like instructor for the Marines doing like a show, like a hand-to-hand combat showcase with these two female Marine recruits, and one of them essentially put him in like arm lock, and Miss man just stood up and she just didn't let go of his arm, so he just stood there, her head down here, just still trying to arm lock him, and he's just standing upright like, you can let go. And that's just what I imagine right now. I don't know why. I know it doesn't work because like they said the game said that their faces are close, and the face here would not exactly be close.
姉ちゃん、可愛いじゃねえかよ。
Viki legitimately had no intention of stopping. Hell, I might as well teach her a lesson.
さあ、観念して。
Viki let out an adorable scream. I knew Hibiki's sides were her weak spots.
何するのよ、卑怯でしょ。
Those excuses wouldn't mean squat to hoodlums who attacked me, was it?
確かに。
Put my finger gently against her side, and Hibiki twisted it around ticklishly.
やめて、すごくたいから。
I'll stop as soon as you let go.
やだ。あんたが負けを認めるまで。絶対に離さないんだから。言うのくせに。
She couldn't handle my tickler tank any longer and finally released me. Ah, finally free. Worn out, I stood up then.
師匠。
あんたね。
Go to hell.
Go to hell. Funny.
You, お前な。
What? What's with all of you?
イチャつくにも程があんだろ。見ろよ、小日向のエロい悲鳴で凍りついた空気を。
I just feel like everyone was looking at a pile of garbage.
響大丈夫？
ユウにいじめられた。
No, I didn't. You bullied me.
ナギ、ユウに教育的指導。
はーい。
Please hold on, Sep. I'm being falsely accused.
響にも問題があったのは知ってる。でも公衆の面前で響にエロい声を出させたのは良くなかったよね。
Hey, he asked her to let go and she fucking didn't. At that point, it's her own fucking fault. Like, that is another reason why I don't like Hibiki. Whenever Hibiki is involved, Nagio's character just gets worse. Like, that is the worst part. Hibiki's character actively drags another character down with her. She just did that on her own.
遠野くん、その言い訳はちょっと。
Kashi was on Hibiki's side.
いいから、とにかくこっちに来なさい。
I refuse.
来いって言ってるでしょ。
Forget it!
あ、逃げるなこら
It's weird! It wasn't supposed to be like this! Ran outside as fast as I could.
駆け抜け青春スパーキング。今日は自治会のお手伝いよ。みんな来てる？
Every part right now, I'm like getting more tempted to just skip her out. I just genuinely can't fucking stand the character. Like, yeah, there'll be cute fucking moments, like the fucking, like her reaction to seeing the guy, seeing you actually do well on the Aikido bullshit, but then it's immediately fucking ruined because she fucking. Ugh. Yeah, I'm here.
まあ、ユウはどうでもいいとして。
Why? Following the Aikido trial session, Hibiki had stopped coming to hang out at my place. She was apparently angry with
ど
me.
うの響にちゃんと謝ったの
You didn't need to! I apologized and then Kaido spoke to me discreetly and replied just as stealthily. But she left me on read.
そう。
Unread.
ああなるとめんどくさいわよ、響は。
Wow, and you've probably immediately taken her side to fucking hunt down you. Probably didn't help. I don't think so too. She was sociable, good-natured, and didn't sweat the small things. Every single fucking comment he just said is wrong based on what we've seen in the game. Sociable means also being able to read cues, social cues and shit like that. She does not fucking care about anything when it comes to that. She will just steamroll her own opinion through no matter what fucking goes on. Good-humored. Good humor is not at the expense of someone else. She constantly does shit at the expense of someone else. And didn't sweat the small things. Couldn't fucking accept that the guy she likes grew the fuck up. And immediately decided to make it his fucking problem. To the point where she also sicked their cousin on him. Literally a day before. I assume it was a day before. All three descriptors just straight up fucking wrong. Character design, the scenario. The scenarios doesn't actually have fucking listed which one was in charge of which character. But once you'd snapped, you turned into the world's biggest pain in the ass. You didn't know when to give up.
それじゃあリリー、進行お願いね。
あ、はい。今日はこの風見町自治会からのご依頼で防災訓練のお手伝いをします。まずは避難場所までの誘導、足腰が不自由なご老人の介助などですね。ここは本当に坂が多いので単独での移動が難しい場合はおんぶが必要になるかもしれません。
I hope and pray that the same old granny that they helped in the prior event where they where they essentially helped entertain senior citizens at a fucking pension home. I hope like the fucking granny that gave them the movie tickets actually is there as well. Hibiki is in charge of leading her. Hibiki complains to her about you, and she immediately proceeds to talk some fucking sense into her. Because Hibiki is actually fucking insufferable!
そん時は俺とユウを使ってくれ。こんな時の男手だ。そうだろ、ユウ。
You got it.
ありがとうございます。頼りにしてますね。
Hibiki stare hurt.
さーて、それじゃあいつものやりましょう。リリー、よろしく。
はい。今日は一日よろしくお願いします。風見学園青春スターティン
Again, Shinji sounding way more alive.
よし、着いた。
Shinji and I carried some of the more frail senior citizens on our backs all the way to the
す
park.
まんな。いや、情けない。
Nah, please don't worry about
ご
it.
めんね。重かっただろ。
いいんだってばあちゃん。困った時はお互い様だろ。いつでも力になるからさ。何でも言ってよ。
ありがとうね。いい子だね。ほんと、あたしの孫にしたいくらいだよ。
孫だと思って頼ってくれていいぜ。
Alright, we'll be off then. Say goodbye then head back
い
together.
や じいちゃんとばあちゃん喜んでたけどさ、これって防災訓練なんだよな。
Yeah, it really does.
つまりあの二人に何かあった時は誰かがそばにいないとここまで避難できないってことだろ。もし地震とか豪雨とかあったらやばいじゃん。俺すぐにあの二人のとこに行くわ。
You really got the cool guy act down. You're suave, empathetic, and you're an all-around nice guy.
なんだよ、やめろよ。照れるだろ。
You'd be crazy popular if you acted that way towards girls towards girls your own age.
いいんだよ、モテなくて。俺さ、恋愛云々じゃなくてもっと純粋な人間同士のつながりが好きなんだよ。恋愛って腹の探り合いみたいなことをしなきゃいけないだろ。俺そういうの嫌なんだよね。誰かに優しくしたら他の誰かが傷つくとか、そんなめんどくさすぎるっての。みんながみんなに優しくしてみんながハッピー、これが俺の理想なんだよ。なのにさ、年頃の女子は俺の描いた理想郷に邪念を差し挟むわけ。そんなのこっちがノーサンキューだっての。ピッピッ。
Well, yeah, a tremendously disappointing sort of cool guy.
さいわ、余計なお世話だわ。お前は俺より自分の心配しろよ。
What do you mean?
いや、小日向と喧嘩っていうか感じ悪いじゃん。
Oh, if he's just bent out of shape, leave her be and she'll come out of it.
お前ってやつはあんま人のこと言える立場じゃないのは分かってるけどさ。でも言う、お前もかなり残念だからな。
What are you talking
いや、
about?
いいんだ、気にするな。お前には今のまま残念なままでいてほしい。
Man, what's that supposed to mean? What's disappointing? Tell me.
やだね。お前が完璧人間になったら劣等感が半端ないからな。俺もお前も残念ボーイ。それでいいじゃないか。
Let's quit screwing around. I refuse to be lumped together with you.
照れんなよ、相棒。
Alright, there we go. Maybe it'll fucking itch less now. Ginger ran off into the circle where people from the Resident Association were. He sure ran his mouth enough. There's no way it was disappointing.
残念っす。
どちらかというと残念ですね。お兄ちゃん、自覚なかったの？
Why? Asked the other for their opinion. That was their response.
師匠、
Don't think so, right, Kashima?
マジック以外はかなり残念かと。
Oh no! You feel the same way, Kashima? Light me then. In what way am I disappointing?
みんなで青春しようって言ってるのに、投資勉強会とか出してくるあたりっすね。
Now think about it. Money is important.
そういうとこだよ、お兄ちゃん。
Seriously? That's a bummer. I bet it didn't change it though, right?
そうやって人と比べて安心したがる先輩、クソ雑魚なめくじって感じで最高っすね。
Shut up, you dark type. This was disappointing. And I was gonna stick around. This was pointless and I wasn't gonna stick around any longer. I wandered around hoping for something to make me feel better when I caught sight of the
響ちゃ
bacon.
ん、野菜の方は用意できたかい？
もう少しで切り終わるわよ。
I was making cur with the elderly men from the Residents Association. They were scheduled to eat with everyone who took part in the disaster prevention drills once we were all done. Vicky, is there anything I can help with?
そうね。じゃあ私のことを褒めたたえてくれる？神や仏を崇めるかのようにね。
Ah, she was over her
い
bad
や
nose.
お兄さん、カレーの匂いにつられてきたのかな。
The older man with salt and pepper colored hair spoke to me. Yeah, I thought all about lending a
で
hand.
はもう少ししたら配膳をするのでご飯をよそってくれますか？お
Absolutely.
っと、自己紹介が遅くなりましたね。僕は葉山です。ここの自治会長をしております。
I'm Utona, pleased to
今
meet you.
回はお手伝いに参加してくれてありがとう。僕ももう年でね、腰にガタ来てしまって、おじいさんやおばあさんを背負うのも大変なんです。だから若手の力があって本当に助かりました。ほら、今時の子はこういう近所の寄り合いとか参加したがらないでしょ。
まあ、リリが誘ってくれなかったらやってないわね。
Hey, Biggie, you shouldn't say
い
that.
え、いいんです。お気になさらず、響ちゃんのそういう素直なところ。
でしょ？もっと好きになっていいわよ。
面白いですね。響ちゃんは、響ちゃんのような若手がもっといれば、自治会でもいろいろできるんですけど、
いろいろって？
いつもは夏に自治会でお祭りをやるんですよ。ここの公園を借りて、地元のみんなで楽しむこじんまりとしたお祭りなんですけど。
ああ、知ってる。子供の頃はよく来てたわ。
When it came to some festivals, Tamaura Festival they put on at the shrine was most popular. However, this neighborhood association, residents association, and the like would often use the same spot to host smaller festivals. Same
demo-
space, I mean.
今年はもうやらないでしょうね。
そうなの？
やりたいのは山々なんですが、僕も含めてみんな体にガタが来てましてね。人手は足りないし、体力が持たないしで、いろいろ限界なんです。残念だけど、そろそろ潮時かなと。
そんな、やめちゃうなんてもったいないわ。人手がいるなら私が貸すわよ。やりましょうよ。
ありがとう。ただ、今年は夏に安全強化の工事をするとかで公園が使えないんです。やりたくても場所がなければ難しいね。
そう、それは残念ね。
まあ気にしないでください。もし響ちゃんが覚えていたら来年にでもやりましょう。
わかったわ。絶対覚えておく。会長こそ今の約束忘れないでよね。
大丈夫ですよ。響ちゃんとの約束を忘れるわけがないでしょう。こんな特徴的な子、最近は珍しいですよ。
そうなの？
今の若い子はみんなクールですよね。行儀はいいし、礼儀正しいし、すごく真面目なんです。ただ、なんというか、熱が足りないと言いますか、その点響ちゃんは目の輝きが違う。
Oh, yeah, am I really gotta go to read on Hibiki?
そうかな。私はやりたいって思ったことをやってるだけよ。
What's with you? It's not like you to be modest.
別に謙遜じゃないし。
I also think your passion is incredible. You're not the least bit timid, even with people you've just met, you can connect with them really fast. I don't think I could ever do something like that. I respect you like crazy for it.
何よ急に。
そうそう、響ちゃんって距離を感じないんですよね。こんな可愛い子に警戒心ゼロで懐に入られたらそりゃ僕みたいなおじさんはイチコロですよ。
ちょっと二人ともやめてよ。
I do worry about her
わ
though.
かります。悪い男に騙されないかすごく心配ですよ。
Vega underestimates her own charms.
ですよね。自分の溢れる魅力にあまり自覚がない。無防備だと思われて勘違いされないといいんですが。
気づいてるし、可愛いの利用してるし。
She objected with pink cheeks. You just think you're using it, but you aren't actually levering even a fraction of the
いや
potential.
それでいいのかもしれないですよ。もし響ちゃんが自分の可愛さを 100% 生かしたら、男はみんな手玉に取られちゃいますって。
Jam, too protective of the lady.
もうどうして急にそんなおだてるのよ。二人して私をどうしたいわけ？
Then you tell me earlier to shower you with praise. It was a good opportunity, so I thought it'd be nice once in a while.
いいですね。僕も一口乗せてもらいましょう。響ちゃんには自分の魅力を理解してもらって、さらにその魅力を磨いてもらいたいですね。
Association president, you're a fine person. There weren't many people like him around who genuinely cared about others.
やめて、わかった。いいから、もういいから。お願いだからもう褒めたたえるのやめて。
He pounded away at the cutting board with flushed cheeks.
ゆうくん、後でもう少し響ちゃんのことを話しませんか？
Sure, let's talk over curry.
やめろって言ってるでしょ。
Suffer. Later, Hayama and I had a spirited discussion about Hibiki off in the corner of the park.
駆け抜け青春スパーキング。
Thanks for the meal. I rose from a chair, leaving behind more than half of my
あ
meal.
れ、どうしたの？
Sorry, I don't have much of an
も
appetite.
しかして
Put a hand to my forehead.
暑い。お兄ちゃん風邪ひいてない？
Not sure.
薬飲んで早く寝た方がいいよ。だって明日は。
I know, I'll feel better by then. I didn't have time to get sick. Tomorrow was Tamagura Festival after all. Crawled into bed and turned off the light. What a pain. Couldn't believe I'd managed to catch a cold now of all times. Must have been because I fell asleep yesterday with the air conditioning running. The air conditioning has been gradually worse. Has been getting gradually worse ever since I woke up. I'm not doing the coughing. My head was pounding. Let me guess. Hibiki is going to not go to the festival in order to take care of him or something, and he's going to accidentally let out a fucking confession or something. My head was pounding. Combined with fatigue, my focus was waning. Glad Hibiki didn't come over. I've given her my call if she had. I'd get better, fast. Sick or not, there was no way I was gonna miss the summer festival. We had made a promise after all. Alternatively, he's too sick to go to the festival. Ritsu tells him to stay the fuck in bed. Yet, he tries to go out anyways. And that's when he runs into her. You know, something. Tomorrow I would go to the summer festival even if I had to crawl there.
ねえ、お願い。起きてよ。
Cracked up my eyes, but my mind was still in a haze.
起きたの？
Hibiki.
よかった。目が覚めたのね。よかった。本当によかったよ。
Why am I here?
何も覚えてないの？あんた、鳥居まで泳いで行こうとして溺れたって。
Oh, that's right.
もう、本当にバカなんだから。そんな危ないことして死んじゃったらどうするのよ。
Sorry,
ねえ、
Biggie.
ユウ、どうしてこんなことしたの？
I told her everything about the shiny gemstones that had sunk along with the Tori Gate, about the legend which said two people would be bound together if they brought them back, and how I wanted to give Hibiki those gemstones for her birthday.
なんでよ。どうして誕生
Because I can't make a vow to you otherwise. I'd made a promise with Hibiki.
何よ、私とは結婚したくないっていうの？
It's not that. I think it's extremely difficult to promise to be together until we die, though. Is it okay for me to make that sort of promise to you right now?
はあ？じゃあいつならいいのよ。
After I become strong and I'm able to protect you, Hibiki.
ユウが私を守る？
Mm-hmm. You're doing that for me right now, but I don't think it's right. I'm gonna grow up, become a man who's a good match for you. I'll make my vow to you then. Hibiki might approve of me if I grew stronger. Only then would I be a suitable match for her. I had no right to date her otherwise.
You, 大丈夫？
I thought my mind's still dazed and overcome with fever. I was in my room and I've been dreaming.
体調はどう？
Heard a nostalgic voice from off in the distance.
まったく、このタイミングで風邪ひくなんてバカね。
Why you here, Hibiki?
リツから話を聞いて、お見舞いに来たの。
Oh, that's what it was.
それよりユウ、うなされてたみたいだけど。
I was dreaming. Told about the time I'd nearly drowned and washed ashore and it'd be a rush to the hospital and have Hibiki at my bedside.
ああ、あれね。話を聞いたときは、心臓が止まるかと思ったわよ。二度とあんな思いはしたくないわね。
Sorry.
もう、笑い事じゃないでしょ？
Found out later that it was somewhere between the high and low tide, or ebb tide at the time. Logically speaking, it wouldn't have been strange if I'd been swept out into the open sea and gone missing. It was a miracle I'd managed to come back at all. But there was something even strange about what had happened. I immediately regained consciousness despite the emergency crew's best efforts, only to suddenly wake up and begin to breathe again. It's amazing how I was saved.
誰がユウを助けてくれたんだろうね。
The rescue workers, clearly.
それはそうだけど。まあ、いっか。
Fucking shrine maid, probably. From what I heard, a resident of the neighborhood had told my family had gotten in touch with the Hibiki.
とにかく、明日は私がユウの分もお祈りしてくるから、あんたは安静にしてなさい。
No, I'm going to. I'd gone to visit Tamoda's shrine with Hibiki following the accident. We'd offered our prayers, which was something along the lines of, "Thank you for letting me stay in this world." My survival had been a miraculous gift, and it had been brought about by the god of Tamoda's shrine. Hibiki and I both believed that. That was when we had made a joint decision. Whenever the summer festival came around, we would go to the shrine and pray together.
ダメよ。あんたは寝てなさい。
It'll be fine, just watch. I'll be better about tomorrow. I promise to go with you after all.
ユウ、約束とかそんなこと気にしなくていいから。
You're the one saying that?
いいの。ユウ、お願いだから無理はしないで。私はユウが元気でいてくれたら、それでいいの。ユウと一緒に楽しいことができるなら、それで十分なの。ユウが生きててくれたら、それで満足なの。もう二度とあんなことが起こらないように、私がユウを守るから。ずっと私がユウのそばにいるから。だから、大丈夫。私に任せておいて。
Hibiki was clearly worried about me. That was why she was here. She had come by to check on me after finding out I'd caught a cold. Hibiki lingered close to my bedside, almost as if it were the most natural thing in the world. There's no one else in the world who cared so much about me. Would there be anyone else more worthy of dedicating my life to? Thanks, Hibiki.
はいはい。とにかくユウは全力で風邪を治して。
I know, I'll get over this and go to the summer festival together.
まだ言ってるの？工場なんだから。
It's fine if I feel well enough to go, right?
本当に治ったらね。でも嘘をついたりごまかしてきたら、首根っこ捕まえてでも家に連れて帰るわよ。
Sounds good to me.
本当に。あんまり無茶しないでね。ユウ。
So she said, then gently patted my head. Thanks to Hibiki's warm gaze, my whole body felt like it was on fire. God, it was so freaking cute. Hey, Hibiki. Except you've been by my side forever, right?
うん。
That's essentially a proposal.
はまあ、ユウがそう思いたいなら好きにすれば
You want me to give you an answer now or later? Hibiki flew back, practically ramming herself into the bookshelf on the other side of the room.
ちょっと待ってプリーズウェイトここでそういう展開は想像してなかったから心の準備ゼロなんですけどいやでもユウがその気になったんならその時がジャストタイミングってことよねいいわよ聞かせてもらおうかしら
Couldn't help but feel tongue-tied when she immediately put her guard up like that. Hibiki?
はい
The way I feel about you.
お兄ちゃん赤湯用意してきたよ
Ah! Hibiki and I both fell flat
あ
over.
れ二人ともどうしたの
Nah, nothing. Spurs have been sent to the absolute depths of hell.
お兄ちゃんちゃんと寝ないと治らないよ響ちゃんもあんまりいると風邪うつっちゃうよそうよね
It was no use. This wasn't the right mood to confess anymore. Hibiki, I'll see you tomorrow.
ああうん今日はもう帰るわん二人とも変なの
I was super tired. Was I gonna make it over my cold in time?
駆け抜け青春スパーキング皆さん揃ってますか
おう、いるぜ。
いるよ。
ここにいますもちいるっす
We could hear the dum 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 of the drums off in the distance, which only hyped us up more.
ユウ、風邪ひいてたんだって？大丈夫か？
I managed to power through it. My sluggishness disappeared overnight after a good night's rest, and my body temperature finally dropped to an acceptable level around noontime.
響はどうしたの？
Oh, I think she'll be here soon.
お待たせ
Yep, there we go. Hibiki appeared a bit behind
おお
schedule.
小日向先輩は浴衣っすか気合入ってるっすねちょっと頑張ってみたのいいなすごく似合ってますありがとうどうよユウのために来てきたわよ
Looks fantastic in you, it's cute.
そう
Is it gonna be a case of now that he was literally about to confess, he just doesn't give a shit anymore, and all her teasing is just gonna be like, yeah, great, and she's just immediately gets backfired, essentially.
ヒューンしょっぱなからお熱いっすね遠野先輩
Nah, I'm a touch different today. Everything had been left up in the air after my sister had walked in on Hibiki and me, but I was planning to tell her how I felt tonight.
よかった。遠野と仲直りできたのね。
別にユウと喧嘩なんてしてないわよ
そうなの？合気道の体験会からギクシャクしてたけど。
あれはユウがエッチなことしたからだし
You're the one who clung on to me.
抱きついたんじゃなくてあれは締め
いつも通りだな。
技ですね見慣れた光景っす
I don't get all weird and sappy on us now.
それよりユウ体調は
Fit as a fiddle.
嘘ついてないでしょうね
I'm fine, really. Don't have a fever, nor am I coughing or sneezing.
ならよかった
If you wanted to be a Giga Chat, he would have done like the forehead to forehead touch, like, see, no fever. You appear to be you appear to be a bit hot though.
うん
She toyed with a corn purse in her hand.
はあ、お熱いわね。
お兄ちゃんと響ちゃんの周りだけ気温が高いです自分も感じるっす余人を寄せつけない固有空間がそこにまるで夫婦の佇まいですねやめなさいよみんな
Are you going to say it, Hibiki? Summer Festival was your suggestion after all?
そうだったわね
Hibiki looked between the members of the youth collective.
みんな今日は夏祭り私たち学生にとっては一世一代の大イベントまさに青春の塊よ
It by fucking definition isn't a once in a lifetime event. if it is an annual festival? What the fuck are you on about?
存分に楽しんでときめいて弾きましょう。それじゃあ行くわよ、風見学園。
I'm gonna just hope that they're actually going to improve her character to not be a massive pain in the fucking ass bitch anymore once they actually start dating.
青春スパーキング。
Festival music resounded throughout the grounds, and orange-colored paper lanterns illuminated our surroundings. We could hear the spirited shouts of the vendors drawing customers over to the row of food stalls.
これよこれ、この雰囲気最高よね。お祭りイコール響さんって感じですしね。そうよ、人生は毎日フェスティバルなのよ。一日だって無駄にしちゃダメなの。
小日向節が炸裂だな。
ちょっと響、その格好ではしゃぎ回ると着崩れするわよ。
Kaido tightened the slightly loose sash around her
こ
midsection.
の格好、思うように足が広げられなくて窮屈なのよね。女の子はあんまり足を広げちゃダメだと思うよ。
I guess it was a little too soon for you to wear it, Yukata, huh?
おいこらユウ、あんた今失礼なこと言ったでしょ。
Not my fault, especially when you were warned for the exact same thing in elementary school.
そうそう、あの頃と全然変わってない。動き回って下着が見えちゃうの分かって途中から着なくなったしね。
やめてよ、昔のことを引っ張り出すのは。私だってちゃんと大人になってるわよ。
Are you sure about that?
あんた信じてないわね。見てなさいよ、大人の色香で骨抜きにしてやる。
Sure, give you your best shot. So I said, but it was already pretty weak in the knees.
皆さん、そろそろ出店を回りませんか？そうね、私は焼きとうもろこしとりんご飴が食べたい。私はやっぱり綿飴ですね。あ、鹿島先輩、私も綿飴食べたいです。しおりちゃんも一緒に行こう。承知です。響さん、ここからは自由行動にしましょうか。うん、そうしましょう。
おいユウ、一緒に回ろうぜ。
あー、はいはい。みこし山先輩はこっちっす。
She grabbed Shinji by his clothes and tugged him
お
away.
いひじり、もはや逆すら一致してねえぞ。
私たちは適当に回ってるから二人も適当に楽しんで。
The other youth collective members disappeared with the crowds, leaving Hibiki and I behind. I wonder if they were trying to be considerate of us.
そうみたいね。まったく余計なことしてくれちゃって。
You don't seem all that disappointed about it, though.
あんたね。
What?
なんでもない。
Alright, why don't we go then?
そうね、まずはりんご
She grabbed my hand and pulled me along. You don't have to rush. The candy apples aren't going anywhere.
飴よ。バカね。急がないと出店を回りきれないでしょ。8時から打ち上げ花火があるし、それまでにざっと回っておかないとね。
Ah, so that's why. The shrine was now in the mountains, but it was originally by the seaside. Fireworks were launched from the shore, which was where the shrine once stood. Where are you gonna watch the fireworks from?
そりゃもちろん展望台でしょ。
The shrine, as well as the view of the fireworks from the viewing platform further up the mountain, was indeed beautiful.
でもその前にまずは腹ごしらえよ。食べた食べた。
How much did you eat exactly? You had a castella, and what was it after that?
りんご飴とトウモロコシ、たこ焼きと焼きそば、フランクフルトにイカ焼きにクレープ。うん、まだ8つだけよ。
That's a lot.
帯のところが苦しいわね。ゆう、ちょっと緩めてくれない？
You'd better not loosen it anymore, and your yukata will fall open.
言ったらエッチ。まさか私の浴衣脱がしたいの？
What would you do if I said yeah? If I said I did?
バカ、ダメに決まってるでしょ。
What?
一度脱いだら一人じゃ綺麗に着られないからよ。なんかおはしょりっていうの、位置合わせするのがやたら難しいのよね。
That's alright, I can fix it for you.
言うって浴衣の着付けができるの？
Yeah, I learned it as part of magic practice. It wasn't especially relevant how I performed magic, but that woman had told me that it was best if I learned kimono dressing.
ふーん、そうなんだ。ってちょっと待ちなさいよ。あんた本気で私の浴衣を脱がすつもりなの？くるくるくるくる、あれっていう、あれをやるのね。
No, I'm not. Can't say it's something I'm interested in. I'm saying it can fix for you if you're going on a rampage and it comes loose.
暴れないし、どんだけ野生児なのよ私は。ったく、せっかく頑張って浴衣着たのに心配ばっかり。もっと綺麗になった私を褒めてよね。
Very first thing I said to you was you're cute.
もっとよもっと。女の子は褒めれば褒めるほど綺麗になるのよ。
You're pretty, Hibiki.
どう？私の浴衣姿に脳殺された？
Of course it did.
全部オウム返しじゃない。適当ね。
That's not true. Hibiki, I don't want to give you up to anyone else. Don't honestly say that. I was completely captivated by you.
ねえユウ、射的があるわよ。やっていきましょう。
She ran off with a thud thud thud.
お嬢ちゃんやるか
もちろんやるわ。
い。よっしゃ、1回100円な。
ユウ、一緒にやろ
Go for the switch.
う。どっちがいいものをゲットできるか勝負よ。
With this game, the objective was to shoot the target out of an air rifle. You scored whatever you knocked over. Sure, but I'm gonna win.
自信満々じゃない。後で吠え面かかないでよ。
Before you put on a show for the audience with hand magic that used coins and the like, you first had to have a command of gravity. The ability to perceive an object's center of gravity could also be applied to games like
じゃあ
this.
お兄ちゃんも100円ね。
And over the money, it's selected my air
よっしゃ
rifle.
一番いいのゲットして優に勝つ。狙いはニャンテンドースティッチよ。
Give it up, that one's never gonna fall.
はあ？やってみなきゃわからないでしょ。
If you shot down some worth nearly 30,000 yen on a single 100 yen try, the shot would be majorly in the red. It'd break even in us, and the mind is 100% not gonna fall.
本当にこましちゃくれた男ね。お祭りに来て損益分岐がどうとか。生きてて楽しい？ね
What's with the phrasing? You should be nicer to
え
me.
ねえおっちゃん。
まあ、なんだい。
あのゲーム機ちゃんと倒れるんでしょうね。
ああ、もちろんだ。別に接着剤でくっつけたりしてねえぞ。あとはお嬢ちゃんの腕次第だ。
The issue is more so that it's like a solid box with a heavy object inside that you are supposed like that you are being told to shoot off of a fucking wood plank with a cork coming out of an air rifle. It is not happening. Kaja picks up the stitch box for us to
ほら、
see.
ユウも見たでしょ。ちゃんと倒せるわよ。
Alright then, wanna give it a try? In my opinion, that was never gonna work.
全然通れないじゃないの。
Yeah, I suppose it could possibly be
おっ
used.
ちゃん、もう一回。
はいよ、100円ね。
Biggie focused his sight solely on the stitch and was now on her 6th attempt. Biggie, isn't it about time you
い
give
や
up?
よ、ここで諦めたら私の負けじゃないの。私はユウみたいにお菓子とか小さな置物とかそんなちっぽけな成果で満足するような玉じゃないのよ。
I'd aimed at and managed to win a few accessories and sweets with unstable centers of gravity. Biggie, on the other hand, clearly had 0 winnings. Currently had 0 winnings.
ああ、もう打ち終わっちゃった。
Told you it's impossible.
この銃がダメなのよ。威力が弱すぎる。こんなの詐欺じゃないの。
Hey, Biggie, don't shout things like that.
お嬢ちゃん、詐欺ってそりゃ本当じゃねえな。
The man running the booth came over with a
じ
glint
ゃあ
in
お
his
っ
eye.
ちゃん、この銃でスティッチ倒すとこ見せてよ。
そりゃ無理な相談だ。
はあ？やっぱり無理なんじゃないの？
そうじゃねえよ。倒し方を教えたら持ってかれちゃうだろ。
そんなこと言って本当は倒せないんじゃないの？
いやいや、倒せるって。
じゃあ倒すとこ見せてよ。
いや、無理だって。
ああ、証拠もなしに信じられるわけないでしょ。やっぱり詐欺よ、詐欺。
お嬢ちゃんも機関棒だな、おい。
Glared at each other and things were quickly becoming heated. Stop it, Hibiki, give up
いや
already.
よ、私は曲がったことが大嫌いなの。おっちゃん、あんたも男でしょ。自分は曲がったことしてないって言うなら、その証を立ててみなさいよ。
お嬢ちゃん、かわいいくせに勇ましいな。よーし、わかった。見せてやる。
Man behind the booth slapped
ただ
his
し
face.、
真似して倒しても景品はやらねえからな。
わかったわ。
Man grabbed 3 sets of air rifles and loaded each one with
見
bullets.
てろ。こうやるんだ。
He aimed the guns and pulled 3 triggers at once. As he did, the stitch box dropped backwards
これを
slightly.
10回くらい繰り返しゃ後ろに落ちるだろうよ。
3つを同時に撃つなんて、そんなのありなの？
ああ、3回分払ってもらえりゃな。
See, it was a trick of the trade, yeah, like that.
そう、こいつは裏技だ。普通は教えねえんだけどな。あんま友達とかに言うなよ。
Man grinned.
ごめんね、詐欺っていうのは取り消すわ。ほんとごめん。
いいっていいって。分かってくれりゃいい。
そっかそっか、そういうやり方があるんだ。今度練習しようっと。
いいけど、俺んとこでやるのは勘弁してくれよ。
もちろんよ、約束だからね。
But even if you know how it's done, it'll be pretty tough to replicate. It's difficult to fire 3 rifles at once, and even harder to aim and hit with all of them. Nobody could have pulled this off without a good deal of
お
practice.
お、お兄ちゃんよく分かってんな。俺はタダでやり放題だから練習できっけど、普通はまあ無理だわ。だから言っただろ。腕次第だって。
ちょっとずるい気もするけど、まあ倒せないってわけじゃないしね。おっちゃん、楽しかったわ。
あいや、俺も楽しかったぜ。
Once again, Hibiki trotted over to another stall. Honestly, I do kind of miss going to shooting galleries, these types of festivals. In Germany, we have a thing called Volksfest. You know what a Volksfest is, because one of the biggest Volksfests in Germany is the Oktoberfest. And very frequently, they will have like these booths that have like actual like airsoft rifles, like with like proper like bullets essentially shooting out, and you get prizes based on how many of the targets you actually hit, because there's like these small ceramic stars that you're supposed to shoot down. And I used to adore going to those. Funnily enough, once I actually managed to shoot one of the stars down literally just by the small ring it's hung up from, so the star itself was actually intact after it fell down. Once again, not bad good.
なあ、お兄ちゃん。あの子、お前さんの彼女か。
Not yet.
そっか。まだってことは狙ってるんだな。だったら早く物にした方がいいぞ。あれは将来絶対いい女になる。俺の目に間違いはねえ。
I know. But only if you admitted the part about the future, Hibiki was already the best girl out there. No. Very much a no.
片付けやってる。今度はあれで遊ぼう。
Sure, let's do it. We poked away at the shape modeled of. We poked away at the shape modeled into the sheets of candy with toothpicks.
どっちが早く抜けるか勝負よ。
Nah, it isn't one of those games where you have those who rush lose.
わかってるって。
Candy collapsed from which you poked with the toothpick.
失敗した。おっちゃん、もう一枚。なんでこんなに脆いのよ。
This was already plainly obvious, but Hibiki was very impatient. You know, there were human beings with as poor an affinity with die cutting as her.
また失敗した。
Split in two.
何笑ってるのよ。こうしてやる。
She crushed my candy. Hey, I had this 70% of the way cut out.
言ったらへったくそ。
No one who broke it. Hibiki's smile was dazzling, wasn't there?
ねえ、ヨーヨーがあるわよ。どっちがたくさん取れるか勝負しよ
You really are competitive.
だってただ取るだけじゃつまらないでしょ。せっかく一緒に来てるんだから2人でやらないと。勝っても負けてもきっといい思い出になるわ。これが青春でしょ。
Yeah, you're right. We got something about after Hibiki dragged me all over the place. Showed she was the type of person you'd describe as having
よ
charisma.
ーし、私はあの金ピカのヨーヨーに決めた。絶対に通る。
You just fish out whichever one looks winnable.
そんなの妥協よ。私は簡単に妥協しない女。ああ、もう紐が解けた。
Told you so. Plucked out 3 yo-yos in quick succession. Alright, I won.
言うのくせに生意気。
Why do we got that golden shiny one last then? Slowly dipped my metal clipper into the water. Ah,
失敗した。
did you just push me? You definitely pushed me.
やだなあ。ちょっと体がぶつかっただけよ。
You went A.
そうでしたっけ。
Hold on. Trying to look for something specific. Hold on, was it here? I think it was here. Where is it? Hold on, I'm just gonna fucking post it in like... Fun fact, I actually have 2 Discord servers. One is just a random one I have where only I am in it to dump random ass fucking pictures to use at later points in time. Right now being one such point in time. She said A. Had to. Contractually obligated to. I'll see the attack me. beam has successfully been shown off. We can now return to our regularly scheduled programming. And I was gonna give it to you as a present if I managed to get one.
あれ、そうなの？私を悔しがらせようとしてるんだと思ってた。
Does it seem like that mean of a person?
見えるかも？
Hey.
冗談よ、冗談。
Biggie smile really was radiant.
さて、ほら、次行くわよ、次。
Hold on a sec, don't be in such a rush. Checked the time on my phone as I thought we had about 20 minutes until the fireworks were scheduled to start. Hey Biggie, we should head to the viewing platform and save ourselves a spot soon. Wait, what? I lost sight of it, Biggie. Hey Biggie, where'd you go? Tried yelling to her, but I got drowned out by the bus with the festival. Hey Biggie! Moved every which way, but failed to spot her amongst the throngs of people.
あれ、兄ちゃん？
Unexpectedly ran at the beats. Hey, have you seen Hibiki anywhere by chance?
見てないよ。響ちゃんとはぐれちゃったの？
Yeah, you know how restless she can be.
そっか。一緒に探そうか？
Nah, it's alright. Just send a message to my phone.
わかった。そろそろ打ち上げ花火が始まるから、それまでに会えるといいね。
Yeah. Open up Lynn and send Hibiki a message. You're lost. Meet me at the usual place. That ought to be sufficient. Went to the back end of the shrine grounds away from the clamor of the festival. This takes me back. This is where I always met up with Hibiki when we were kids. We usually killed time here whenever Hibiki was running late. This is where I would spend time chatting with the shrine maiden out in front of the shrine office. That shrine maiden. Wonder where she was now. If I knew it, she disappeared. Wonder when it was I saw her last. Couldn't pull up that particular memory no matter how hard I tried. The incident where I nearly drowned in the ocean had done too much damage and everything was foggy. That was more or less the gist of it anyway. There were, however, things I could remember. When I was talking to the shrine maid, Hibiki would show up and say this.
待たせたわね。私が来たからにはもう大丈夫。正義のヒーロー響きマン登場。
Figured you would do that.
でしょ？
Hibiki was still the same as ever. She hadn't changed much from when she told me to promise to marry her. Someday marry her.
もう勝手にどっかに行かないでよね。
I should be the one saying that to you. Why'd you run off on your own? Did you get too wrapped up in your surroundings? What, are you a kid?
何よ？
Look, it'll be 8 o'clock soon. Even if we head to the viewing platform now, we won't get a good spot.
ああ、本当だ。まあ、しゃあない。お祈りもまだだったしね。ゆう、お祈りしてから行こう。
Good idea. We headed to the shrine grounds. I headed to the shrine grounds with a beacon. We put our hands
神
together.
様、ゆうを返してくれてありがとう。こうしてまたゆうと一緒に遊べて、私は幸せです。これからもずっと、ゆうと一緒にいられますように。
God, thank you for letting me live. I'm blessed to have fun with the beacon like this again, which is why I will be with the beacon forever. I was gonna make those feelings clearer today. Hey, Beaky.
なーに？
Turned around just then. The fireworks began.
きれ
Yeah, definitely. We looked up the flowers of light that faded and appeared together. I was engrossed in the sight that had captivated my heart.
ー。ゆう、
And she confesses. Fucking steals us thunder. Beaky stepped forward and caught her arms around my neck. Huh?
好きだよ。ゆう。
Yep. Steals us thunder. I mean, I do actually like that she's the one who confessed. Specifically because she was the one that noticed that he likes her. And then instead of just... because she already knows that she liked him. But instead of like just confessing, instead she essentially tried to get him to confess as if she would have some to lord over him for the rest of their fucking life. So at least that transgression has been, you know, evened out.
あんたが私のこと どれぐらい好きかは知らないけど、私は世界で一番にユウのことが好き。
Beacon and I gazed into each other's eyes. The glistening orbs that reflected the brilliant fireworks that launched one after another
この
overhead.
気持ちは誰にも絶対に負けないから。だからもう我慢するのはやめる。ずっとユウのことが好きだった。私の気持ち受け取ってくれる？
Yeah, of course. I love you too, Beaky.
知ってた。天体観測の時から私のこと意識してたでしょ。
Figure me out. Huh?
私ずっとユウのこと見てきたから。ユウのことだったらどんな小さな変化だって見逃さないよ。あの時からユウが私のこと見る目が変わってた。
For real. I believe she saw through me that
だから
much.
ね、ユウから告白してくれないかなってずっと待ってたんだ。
You don't get to suddenly frame it as such a oh, it was being so subtle thing when she actively told him to his face that he should just confess to her and that she isn't gonna fucking do it. And it's just like, no, you don't get to frame your entire actions as wholesome anymore after you straight up contradicted said interpretation.
でも我慢できなくなっちゃった。ほら、私ってせっかちだから、自分でこうしたいって思ったことを我慢するのってあんまり得意じゃないの。
I
でしょ
know.
うね。知ってて言わなかったんでしょ。ひどいなもう。
To be honest, I was planning to tell you how I felt today. Hell, I wanted to tell you much sooner, but you beat me to the punch.
じゃあ私の勝ちね。
We chuckled up close at each other.
ねえ、ユウ。私でいいの？
What do you mean?
だってほら、ユウの周りには可愛い子がいっぱいいるから、もし私より好きな子がいたら。
I don't. You're the one I love, Hibiki. I want you to be my girlfriend.
ユウ、嬉しい。信じられない。だってユウ、ずっと私に興味なかったから。ユウ。
You really do cry easily, huh?
うっさいバカ。ずっと待ってたんだぞ、この野郎。私がどれだけユウが好きって言ってくれるの待ってたと思ってるのよ。
Every tear streamed down her cheeks. Sorry, I'm late, Hibiki. Love you, Hibiki.
私も大好きだよ。
Face slowly grew closer to mine. There's no misunderstanding this time, I assume. Don't send me flying like before, okay? And then... shared a kiss and a twinkle of the fireworks.
もっと
What did you say there? Okay.
今ま
We
で
tightened
の
her
我
hold
慢
around my neck as we peppered each other's lips with kisses. You get it. Beaky nestled against me with all her weight and clung to me greedily.
すごい。キスってこんなに幸せな気持ち。
Okay, we get it. We
もっと
we
いい
get it!
こと
Ah!
味わい
Beaky's
たい。
tongue worked its way into my mouth. Jesus Christ.
これもう全部私のものだからね。
If he was really bold,
あげ
wrapped
ない
her tongue
の
around
か
mine
な。
and tried to draw it in. Okay, we get it, 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 we get it. She tugged at my tongue with her own and twisted affectionately. A tingle of okay. No snake rituals. You're in public.
言うのこれすごいね。
Okay, okay, I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it, okay, I get it. I'll prepare. They're smashing. Hold on a second, that's... My hand had crept against the crotch of my pants. Man, it was a full mess, as you could easily feel it through my
ねえ
clothes.
ユウ、しようよ。
Do what?
エッチなこと。
Biggy's face was flushed, with heat burning across her body. Want to head to my place then?
私もう我慢できないの。ユウ、あっち行こう。
Biggy pointed to the dark area beyond the shrine office. Jesus fucking Christ. This is their first time! There is technically nothing to censor yet here. but I'm going to fucking stop here anyways because, well, yes. The direction this is headed is obvious. See you after the H sign.
駆け抜け青春スパーキン
They're
グ
done fucking. Was the day after the summer festival.
ではこれより当の言う小日向響ご両人の記者会見を始めさせていただくっす。
Vegeta's voice resounded through the rustling conference room, or rather the youth collective club room.
司会を務めさせていただくのは聖吉花。どうぞよろしくっす。
自己紹介はいいから早く始めろ。
そこのボンクラ記者、くだらないヤジ飛ばすなら退席っすよ。本会場の警備員カイ
ちょっとよろしいですか、マル秘新聞の記者さん。
すみません、もうヤジ飛ばしません。
ドウ。では本日の主役のお二人に登場していただくっす。温かい拍手でお迎えください。どうも小日向響です。
What sort of farce is this? The table and chairs are arranged like a press conference room. The youth collective members all had mics set up.
おっと当の先輩、早速の照れ隠しっすか。まあ今までクールガイを気取ってきた先輩にとって記者会見は避けたい事態でしょう。ですがそうはいかないっす。夏祭り青春部の活動中に連絡が取れなくなったお二人に一体何があったのか。これまでお二人の仲を影に日向に応援してきた我々にはそれを聞く権利があるっす。そうだそうだ。
Yeah, I don't know why, but I just imagine it's just like fucking you just walking over to Kika, putting an arm on her shoulder. There's some things out there you don't want to hear spelled out. Are you prepared to listen to the descriptions of what has happened behind that shrine during the festival? I do not think you are. I know he'd never do that, but it'd be funny. But I refuse. It's way too embarrassing to have them pry into a relationship here in front of everyone.
いいっすか。記者会見に応じない場合は満足できる答えがもらえるまでぶら下がり取材を敢行するっすよ。自宅だろうとバイト先だろうと構わず突撃取材っす。
Stop! What's with the media harassment?
嫌ならおとなしく着席してください先輩。そうよユウ、早く座りなさいよ。
Oh, you're so eager to do all this.
だって楽しそうじゃない。一回やってみたかったのよね記者会見。
Can't really wrap my head around having an interest like that.
陰キャと陽キャの差っすね。
Hey, did you just treat me like I'm antisocial? Did you just treat me like I'm antisocial? Take that back.
それでは早速ですが質疑応答に入るっす。質問したい方は挙手をお願いするっす。はい、質問させてください。 KBS の鹿島先輩どうぞ。まずは夏祭りの最中お二人に何があったのか教えてください。実はユウと正式
Sorry,
に
no
お
comment.
付き合いすることになりました。
You're spilling your guts a little too honestly.
いいじゃない、隠したってしょうがないでしょ。絶対いつかはバレるわよ。
Yeah, you may be right, but...
私も質問です。告白はどっちからしたんですか。告白したのは私からよ。本当はユウから告白してほしかったんだけどユウがいつまで経っても言ってくれないからね。待ちくたびれて私から言っちゃった。
I was going to tell her, but you beat me to the punch.
はいはい、負けず嫌い負けず嫌い。
That's you.
お二人とも仲がいいのは分かったんで漫才はそれくらいに。他にご質問はあるっすか。
それじゃあ私から。
はい、街道財閥影のドン、カイドウ先輩。
何それ仰々しいわね。二人はそれぞれ相手のどういうところを好きになったの？
そうね、ユウのどこが好きになったのか改めて聞かれると、気の合う友達だったからずっと一緒にいたいって思ってた。
それは友情でしょ。いつ恋愛に変わったの？
小学生の頃はあんまり区別をつけてなかったかも。恋愛感情として明確に意識したのは転校してきてからね。 ユウが私のこと意識しだして、私も意識し始めたって感じかな。
ってことはトーナの方からアプローチがあったの？
聞かれてるわよ、ユウ。
Sorry, no comment.
そんなのありなわけ？
さすがトウの先輩、肝心なところで逃げに入るなんてナチュラルボーン腰抜け野郎っすね。
Come on, that's an awfully rude way of putting it.
私も質問していいですか？はい、ヒイラギチャンネルのヒイラギさん、どうぞ。お二人は将来どういう関係になりたいですか？私はもちろんユウの花嫁さんよ。ユウと一緒にいつまでも幸せに暮らしていきたいわ。
All the women in the room let out sighs of admiration to Biki's
それに
response.
対するトウの先輩のお答え
No comment.
は、おい！
Ladies all slammed the desks and stood up in unison.
今の返答はないでしょ、トーノ。
そうですよ。響さんにちゃんと答えてあげるべきです。お兄ちゃん、私は情けないよ。
Like at this point, just say like she has all the answers. I just don't need to tell all y'all's.
ゴミクソっすね。
Is it really worth criticizing me that harshly?
まあまあ、みんな、ユウはもともとこういう男の子だから許してあげて。
そりゃ待ってても告白してくれないわけね。
確かに。響さんも大変ですね。いいのいいの。私が突っ走っちゃうタイプだから、ユウはこれぐらいの方がバランス取れてるのよ。互いを補い合う関係です。
なるほど。響の方がよくわかってるのかも。
Oh, the women nodded
おい
vigorously.
ユウ、小日向の株が爆上がりしてる中でお前今ストップ安だぞ。このままでいいのかよ。
Of course I don't. Damn it, not being able to keep things to yourself is the
ポイズン。
poison.
よし、じゃあ親友の俺から助け舟を出してやろう。今から小日向じゃ答えにくい質問をする。それをお前がかばって颯爽と返答する。これでお前の株はストップだから。
I can't help but feel like this is going to go terribly. Oh, for real, I'm counting you, Shinji.
さて、他に質問はありますかね？
はいはい。
じゃあ、マル秘新聞のゴロネ坂さん。
俺さ、どうしても二人に聞きたいことがあるんだよ。ただこんなことを聞いていいのかどうか。
大丈夫よ。何でも聞いて。
わかった。ならば。
Shinji shot me a wink. Yeah, I know, man.
二人はもうエッチしたんで
I'm
す
going to
か？
stab him. And then time stopped!
あれ、お前の出番だ。
You dumbass, I can't answer that. She had to look with each
カイ
other.
ドウ先輩、これは教育的指導が必要なのでは？
そうね、必要ね。
いやでもみんな興味あるでしょ。
答えられるわけないでしょ、そんなの。いいからちょっとこっちに来なさい。
待って、ナギ。何でも聞いてって言ったのは私だしね。答えるわよ。
Ready, Beaky, that's not.
しちゃっ
And then time stopped once again.
いやー、なんか告白した後でキスしたら舞い上がっちゃって、頭の中が沸騰してよくわかんなくなったの。それで遠野くんから押し倒されたと。私から誘ったわよ。すごい、響さんすごい勇気ですね。ずっとユウのこと好きな気持ち我慢してたから、恋人になれて、もうユウのこと好き好きってなって、もうと。いいなぁ。
They sure would stop thinking it's lovely when they hear that fucking Beaky just made up saying, no, we're not going over to your place. We're doing it behind the shrine in front of the eyes of God.
でもさ、どうだったの？痛かったの？
そりゃもう最初はね。でもずっとユウの顔見ながらしてたらすぐに気にならなくなっちゃった。ああ幸せ。もうずっとこのままでいたいってね。
That characteristic space seemed to be populated with imaginary pink hearts, and they placed Beaky at its center.
なあユウ、俺この空間から逃げ出したい。
Wow, what a coincidence, me too. We talked about her first time having sex for over an hour. So we agree that they know that they had sex out in the shrine now, right? Thanks for the mail.
私もごちそうさ
Big-Ritsu and I finished eating dinner
ま。
together.
朝松様でした。じゃあ片付けるね。私も手伝うわよ。いいよいいよ。二人はゆっくりしてて。悪いわね。あ、でもエッチなことはダメだよ。わかってるって。
Let out a massive sigh.
どうしたのユウ。
Can't look Ritsu in the eye anymore.
なんで
Because you exposed every last detail about our sex life! Vigi wasn't shy when sharing what had happened during our first sexual encounter and had even repeated what I had said to her in the moment. Ritsu hadn't looked at me the same ever since. Ritsu, can you pass me the soy sauce?
はい。お兄ちゃん、この手で響ちゃんの裸をくまなく撫で回したんだ。涼しい顔して、お兄ちゃんもやらしいこと考えるんだな。
Sorry, do you have a dishcloth?
こぼしちゃったの？私が拭くよ。お兄ちゃんったら、エッチなお汁を響ちゃんにたくさんこぼしちゃって。しかも、責任取るからとか言ったんだよね。強気だな。
I'm sure that's what she thinks of me.
それあんたの妄想でしょ？
Even if it is, I'm positive she's thought something similar. I bet she thinks about me doing this and that.
やめなさいって。あんた妄想でリツを怪我してるわよ。
Isn't that your fault, Hibiki?
言ったらほんとうぶよね。
No, you're just too much of an open book. People really tell their friends the day after they've had their first time about what position they did it in! I never heard someone doing that outside of visual novels! Well, hello. Welcome to the world of visual novels, motherfucker.
抜き芸ならありえるわ。
Anyway, sex is private. Stop telling people our business.
はいはい、わかったわかった。今度からユウがいないとこで報告する。それでいいでしょ？
You're not going to tell them everything anyway. You're going to tell them everything anyway?
だって、ユウとラブラブなとこ、みんなに知ってもらいたいじゃない。こんなこと言ってくれて嬉しかったとか、こういうとこが好きとか。そうするとね、再確認できるの。ああ、私の恋人ってこんなに素敵なんだって。ユウだって、私が今よりもっとユウのこと好きになったら嬉しいでしょ？
Well, yeah.
じゃあいいじゃない。何も問題なーし。
I better give up. There's nothing I could say I was likely going to stop her.
このポジション落ち着くわ。
As always, Hibiki sat back and loaded up a movie on Netflix. No, you're definitely treating this place more like home than your own place.
そりゃそうよ。恋人と気心知れたリツしかいないんだもん。こんな快適な空間、他にないわね。
Good for you. Instead of watching one of the movies earlier, one of her favorite earlier entries on her Avengers superhero movies. I'm sure she'd seen it tons of times, but she must have wanted to watch it again.
ああ、早く嫁入りして、ユウと一緒に暮らしたいな。
Nothing would really change if we got married.
ちょっと待って。もう私と一緒にいるのは飽きたってこと？早いでしょ。まだ恋人1日目よ。くす。ナギに報告しよう。
Stop! I'm not sick of you!
でもそうなのよね。ユウとは今までずっと一緒に過ごしてきたから、今さら新しい発見もそうそうないっていうか。
That's what he meant.
夏祭りも終わっちゃったし、告白してユウと恋人同士になったし、さらにはエッチしてバージンも捨てちゃったしね。
Yeah.
一戦終わったっていうか、夏休み最大のメインイベントは一通りこなしちゃったって感じがあるのよね。
That's true.
私たち、ひょっとしてもうマンネリ？
No, we're finally boyfriend and girlfriend, so there's dates, for instance. There's also still things we haven't crossed off the summer break youth list. Can we work our way through those?
そう、それよ。なんか消化試合感があるのよね。
Movie gradually approached its climax with the heroes facing their final
みんな
battle.
聞いてくれ。ここから先は命の保証ができない。 それでもいいというやつだけついてこい。
今更だな。
俺はお前についてきたわけではない。俺の戦いを全うするためだ。
俺、お前助ける。
Bulk. Bulk.
戦う理由はそれぞれだが、目的は同じ。奴の野望は必ず俺たちが阻止する。
おう。
The heroes clanked their weapons, popped their fists together, and stood against their mighty foe.
わかった。わかったわ。これよ。私たちに足りないのはこれ。この熱い展開。わかるでしょ？
No, I don't know what you're talking about. Mind explaining?
私たち青春部って結局のところただの寄せ集めでしょ。みんなでワイワイ遊んで楽しいお友達にはなれたけど、それは何だと思う？
Birds way.
リベンジャーズのヒーローたちを見てたらわかるでしょ。
I get it. The final boss, that woman then.
そう、私たちが倒すべきラスボスは学園長よ。って違う。
Am I wrong?
現実に倒したら犯罪でしょ。てか倒してどうするの。そうじゃなくて、私たちに必要なのは目標。一つの大きな目標に向かって一致団結。これよ。
I get that makes sense now that you said it. It all came together without any one goal in mind.
そうよ。だからみんなでやれる大きな目標が必要なの。
Yeah, what you mean. So, what do we do?
そう、一番の問題はそこね。私たち青春部にできることで大きな目標、なんかこうありそうなんだけどな。青春部、お祭り、海の家、ボランティア、楽しいこと。
Big went back to racking her brains, and before we knew it, the clock struck 10. Hey, Big, you shouldn't be heading home.
ひらめいた。これよ。これならいけるかもしれない。
Did you come up with some?
今すぐみんなを招集して、緊急会議を始めるわよ。
Bitch, it's 10 p.m.
駆け抜け青春、スパーキング。
Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. We actually get a fucking longer part again for once. Bye-bye.
セーブするわよ。